Hey, what's good everybody? It's your boy Krypts here. We're back for another video. Hope everyone enjoyed the beginner's guide. I know a little bit of audio problem in that video, but hopefully this video will be all fixed on that. Today we're going to be going through Resin. Resin is basically essentially our stamina bar. If you ever played gacha games or mobile games, you always usually have a stamina. So basically this is what Resin is. The game is not really particularly stamina heavy. But when it comes to grinding, farming materials or ascension materials or even artifacts at times, you will need to use a stamina quote unquote base, which we call resins in Genshin Impact. So today we're just going to go through what to use resin for and if you want to use it or how to use it. Let's get right into it. Alright, so if you look at your Avenger Handbook here, if you go to the Bosses tab, you can see that there are some bosses that take resin to collect the rewards. So you got the Blossom of Wealth, which collects Mora. The reward is mostly Mora. You got the Blossom of Revelation, that this will give you XP materials. And then if you kind of scroll down, you can have like these, how do you say, Hypostasis. I think that's the hypostasis. I think that's how you say it. So these cubes, they give you ascension materials, and also you have a chance to get 5-star, 4-star artifacts. The drop are very low, so don't really expect to get them. But the higher your level of your boss, the higher chance of you getting the high level artifacts. Because I'm pretty sure they took out the 3-star pool. Or the chances are just raised up. I'm not really sure myself. To raise this, these levels is your world level goes up, your adventure rank goes up at the same time. So while playing the game, the levels of the bosses will go up eventually. Then you got other bosses would take mostly essential materials and artifacts with the bosses. You got this side of the map. Basically the same thing. Some bosses don't take resin, so if you need materials from these, they also can drop 4-star artifacts. It is worth grinding these bosses that don't take resins if you're looking for something to do or you're low on materials. But when it comes to ascension materials for characters, the bosses is mainly where you're gonna get those materials, and you have to use resin to get them. So make sure you want to choose a limited amount of characters to ascend so that you know what boss to beat and what boss to spend resin on. So if you open your map, there are these like different kind of shaped things on the map. So like a diamond is shaped. Some of them are called temples, and some of them, so it would say temple in most of them, and some of them will just have, they won't have temples in front of them. Basically, the ones that don't have temple in front of them are what we call domains. And domains are another way to spend resin. So we open this domain door here. As you can see, the reward collection costs 20 resins. So obviously the materials here, you get artifacts. Each domains, they get higher level. And the higher level, obviously, the better rewards. So this domain particularly will give you artifacts on the flower sections. Obviously, I do not recommend using resins for this lower level one. Maybe later on when you're higher level, you're trying to get 4-star artifacts or even 5-star artifacts, then it would be recommended. Domain resin usually costs, I think they all cost 20 resins, I'm pretty sure. You can also get weapon ascension materials from these. And other goodie stuff. So if we look into, let's say, that's a temple, the Eagle's Gate. If I can, for example, this Forsaken Rift, it gives you talent level up. Each domain is different. You can look at Cecilia Garden. It gives you weapon ascension materials. So later on when you're trying to ascend your weapons, I don't know if character ascensions are in these. It might actually, yes, I think it does. I'm actually not sure myself. Let me just, I don't actually see, but I know you can get definitely accession materials and artifacts at the same time. So if you're looking to get any materials there or any cool artifacts, also first time reward completing it, you get some very good rewards. So definitely look into that if you're trying to spend some resin. So over the castles, either in Mondstadt or Liyue, I think how you pronounce it, the main cities. If you go to Catherine here, I don't know if Catherine's the girl's name for the other city, but if you go to these characters where you can collect your adventure rank daily missions, you go to your adventure rank, every time you level up, you get like these crescent moon kind of looking thing, right? Well, basically, these are fragile resins. What they do is they refill your resin by 60 points. You do get them every time you rank up. Not every time, but most of the times, you know, leveling up, you see how many times I got it there from starting from level 1 and then going up to level 25 and on forward, you'll probably get more of these refills. That's a way to refill your resins. If you are looking to grind, I would say recommended day to grind materials are Sundays, because particularly Sundays are the best days to grind because everything is unlocked. As you can see, if we go to our character list and we go to, let's just go with weapons. And we look at this, not this, we got like this. If you click on the source or the material, you click on it, I'll tell you the source. You can either craft it, so a 2-star, crafting into a 3-star. And then it also tells you what domain to go to. You can click on it, and then it'll usually show you on the map. Always for me, it's not available yet, but that's because it's not Monday, Thursday, or Sunday whilst recording this video. It is a Tuesday whilst I record this video. So obviously it won't show up, but as you can see on Sunday, it will always show up. So Sunday is a very good day if you want, just kind of refill all your resin and just kind of grind out all that. If you don't really care particularly what you want, but if you really want the particular material, you gotta make sure you gotta grind it, farm it, the particular date. So Catherine's fragile resin is another way to refill. Another way to refill is I would say the pay to win / whale way to pay. As you can see, you spend 50 primal gems to replenish 60 original resin. So if you go to your map and you just press the plus sign up there, so you can replenish it 6 times a day. Now, primal gems are material you use to summon any sort of characters or like turn it into summoning materials. So if you're free to play, I don't really recommend spending your primal gems. I think you should be saving up your primal gems so that you can get characters, because obviously free to play, you know, kind of less options to get more summoning materials. It's very little. But if you are a whale or pay to win, I say just replenish it 6 times, because obviously if you are a whale, these primal gems are easy to come by for you. Obviously it doesn't stay 50 every time you replenish it, it goes up. So it goes up to 100, 150, so on and so forth. So kind of going through everything, hopefully this video definitely helped y'all understand resin a little bit more. I also did forget to mention the fact that you do want to spend your resin. You don't want this resin stamina, it caps out at 120. You never want it to be maxed at 120. You always got to make sure that it's always replenishing, it's always below 120, and make sure that you always spend it. Especially under adventure rank 20, I recommend just spend as many as you can, because under adventure rank 20, it doesn't really matter how you spend your resin. It really does matter later on after you reach, I would say, adventure rank 20. Trying to understand, well, it's a limited material, limited stamina, so you kind of want to be smart with it after adventure rank 20. But before it, I say just get whatever, just do whatever you want with your resin. Just make sure you spend it and make sure it doesn't cap out at 120. So on that note, hope this video helped you all out, and hopefully we'll be back with another video. Peace out.